Where we going? Oh, child, let's get to this mess. The story of the hour. Let's talk about Jigga. So Jay-Z basically showed up over there at the Roots picnic on what was it, Sunday? And just popped off on everybody. He did the freestyle. He was like, fuck y'all hoes. I'm tired of y'all talking shit about me out here on the interwebs, on your tired ass songs, like Drake did on his latest, I don't know which album he did it on, but he got 3 albums where he going in on Kendrick. Even thought of those shots at Jay-Z, and Jay-Z was like, you know what? I'm done. I'm just gonna go in and let have. And I heard people out here getting mad at Jay for going in and letting have on him. And I'm just sitting there like, wait, first of all, how many times have I said to y'all, you can't go out here and poke the bear and tell the bear how mad to get? So Jay-Z was the headliner at the Roots Picnic, and shout out to all the people that performed. I was like, some of the clips I saw, I wish they would broadcast this. We need them to broadcast the Roots Picnic like y'all do Coachella, because a lot of the performances, from what I saw online, was good. I was living for Erykah Badu, but I always love me some Erykah. Like anything Erykah Badu drops, I'm watching, because I just live for her and her music. Brandy coming out with the cross colors, taking it back to the 90s, sitting up in her room, bitch, with the choreography and the Tims. I was like, okay, sis, now you done got me in a chokehold with this whole ensemble. And then her and Monica getting up there and just, well, it was Gunica, because Gunica came out. It wasn't even Monica at that point. So they had them up there and they was turning it out. So I was just living for all of the performances that I was able to see online. And yet again, Black folks got to come out here and show y'all mothers how to perform on the stage. I'm talking about the old school girls, because a lot of you new school girls could take some notes. But nevertheless, the headliner of the evening was Jay-Z. And yeah, he decided to come out with a freestyle and decided to go scorched earth on a lot of y'all tired ass faves. So we do have the full freestyle, because I was like, I'm not gonna sit up here and read the lyrics and boss them shits. I want y'all to hear it out the goat's mouth. And then there was some people that were saying like, um, oh, I don't like. I gotta sit here and do a whole decoding and figure out what the hell he's about. I don't got anybody got time for that. I was like, but y'all got time to sit up in here and decipher every little thing that Drake says. So it's okay for Drake to come in with metaphors and say all these little double entendres, whatever the case is, because you had that old fat neck chipmunk academics up there trying to act like that he was really doing us a favor by trying to break down some of Drake's nursery rhymes. That he thinking that he doing some deep dive, like real metaphorical shit like a real MC does, and thinking like we can't understand what he's talking about. I'm like, sir, it's so child's play with the way he writes. Even Helen Keller can figure out what the hell he's talking about. She can't hear shit, nor let's see. So she can figure it out. The rest of y'all can too. So we do have that clip of the full freestyle. And I was like, yeah, I want y'all to basically hear for yourselves. So I'm not even going to hold y'all. We're going to play this clip and then we're going to come back and we're going to talk. Please hold.
Hattie's turning 100. If she would have transitioned before I cleared my name, I would have hunted them. Every one of them playing these silly games. That 1-800 ambulance chaser would have wished one came. But 911 is a joke. Public enemy #1, I've been ranked. The rock's not crumbling. The leprechauns have magically run out of pranks. Your son on a federal jail line mumbling something about having too much in his drink. You know how dumb that is? Another one fumbled his, wonder how I get the blame. Niggas' teeth is tumbling out their mouth and somehow I'm the one who done it. It's a murder mystery game.
Hold on. Before we get to the rest of the video, I totally forgot to mention Jay-Z was so fed up with your hoes, he went in and got rid of them old nappy-headed ass Basquiat locks. Had them probably use that C-Cred hair product. Had them untangle all of it so he could come out there with Blue Ivy's hair before she got the perm. So literally, he came out there with a whole afro, looking like a new signee to Death Row Records, while he came out here and tried to annihilate y'all verbally with a freestyle. But anyway, I just had to say that before we get back to the rest of the clip, because he had to take a pause before he gets to the rest of the freestyle. Let's get back to him. And move that music here out the way.
What you punked is, I'm the one who struck the pain. That hill you can die on is way too much flat that comes from those plains. I'm killing them softly. What's understood don't need to be explained. You want it one way, it's the other. I still on you suckers, I'm all of you niggas gang. I ain't much for meetings, no how. Cancel the brunches, I remember the hunger pain. The price of the bricks going up. It's gonna cost you a B to even say my name. Heard of a wonder kid? My children and some of them, have you niggas no shame? Y'all trying to get under skin? I really get under skin as an unharmed player. Y'all thugs with y'all thumbs again. Everybody think they're the ones insane. You're no maniac. Watch y'all saniac in my presence, nigga, shrink. I need a new therapist. This shit is not working. I'm truly on the brink. Y'all better not encourage him. Y'all don't want me to think these thoughts that I think. That nut-ass nigga still stuttering. That chatty patty down on his luck again. Quest introducing me to Jaguar. I don't know why I still fuck with him. You wonder why I do the freestyle rehearsal. That lady back on the stuff, she sound like she in love with him. Her king can't even take their kids. Enough of them. A rapper can't be my eye. I got MAGA Republicans. Them shots came from the very top of the government. Good luck with them. I'm governed by God. You trying to break the government. I prayed for 40 days. My neck get flooded again. Wrist get flooded again. My net worth went up again. My next update, the jig is up. I'm up 10. Wrong chart, champ. You gotta look up again. Niggas look up the hole. I never looked up to them. Got your publishing gangster, go talk tough to them. Don't talk success to me, you niggas is workers. In perpetuity is how your contract is worded. Don't make me go first, man. The roots remember, even when the trees pretend, not too much of my name. Don't forget who I am. Hattie loves her Shawnees, S-H-A-W-N. I find it adorable she put the S at the end. You don't know, the show ain't even begin. I said, you don't know, the show ain't even begin.
Right, so there's that with his whole freestyle. Want everybody to hear it. He even threw some Lauryn Hill, Roberta Flack metaphors up in there, killing them softly, all the stuff. I'm sure y'all heard all that up in there. So yeah, there's a lot of decoding of things that you probably got to listen to it a couple of times to understand what he's saying. And that's what we love about hip hop. That's what hip hop was always about, in my opinion, because I grew up in an era of hip hop when it was about real lyricism, where it was you went in to let have on people. And people say it was a battle rap or whatever. It wasn't a battle rap. A battle rap, it requires that Drake and Nicki and them had been up there and clap back at him in a way. But this is him being like, you know what? Y'all had y'all say for the longest time about me and all this stuff, and now I'm just tired of the bullshit, and now I'm just coming to say what I gotta say and get it off my chest. And I left it on the stage where I needed to leave it. But there are people that are sitting there calling him a hypocrite because of this video. So remember when he did the video with GQ, where he basically was talking about how he loves the excitement and love of sparring and the music, but in this day and age, there's so much negative stuff that comes with it that you almost wish it didn't happen. And it was about the whole, thing. And he says he loves Drake. And well, I guess the person who wrote this said they love Jay and Drake so much that I personally wish he stuck to this. But you can have those feelings, because I was side-eyeing him on that when he said that. But some people call him a hypocrite because it was like, you said, oh, listen, a GQ interview, but now you up in here doing a whole freestyle at the Roots picnic. But I feel like that was probably a point, because I said, really, what I really actually said was, what you should have did back then during the GQ interview was address all of this then, that Nicki and Dame and Kanye and Drake and all them was talking shit about you over these years, and he remained quiet about it, which it's always easy to do that when they go low, we go high. But at the same point, when you constantly saying some shit about me and think I'm not gonna respond, I'm gonna shut you down one time and keep it moving. And the thing what I have to say about Jay-Z, Jay-Z is in his mid-50s and still can wrap circles around half your faves, half his age. So he still has it. There are rumors swirling that people believe that Jay-Z will be releasing a new album. I hope that's the case. That it'll come around the time that he's supposed to do that, I think, 2-night event at Yankee Stadium, which I believe is sold out. But before we get to all of that, I definitely want to get to this clip as a reminder in case y'all forgot.
We love the excitement, and I love the sparring and the music you get.
Mm-hmm.
But in this day and age, it's so much negative stuff that comes with it that you almost wish it didn't happen.
Really?
Yeah, because it's almost like it's a final thing. Now people that like Kendrick hate Drake,
Yeah.
no matter what he makes, no matter what he says, and it goes far too. It's like attack on his character and his thing, and it's like, I don't know if I love that.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know if it's helpful to our growth where the fallout lands, especially on on social media, which takes place every day.
Yeah.
And now you have these pods of cult.
The Stan armies fighting.
Yeah, and it's like, it's too far.
Yeah.
It's like bringing kids in it.
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't like that. Maybe I've grown in a space that is probably, I sound like the old guy wagging the thing. But I think we can achieve the same thing as far as like sparring with music, with collaborations more so than breaking the whole thing apart.
Yeah.
It could stand it before because there was no social media and there was no thing. And, you had the battle and it was fun and then you moved on.
Right.
Right now, I don't know if it could stand it with the technology that we have.
Because it takes up so much oxygen.
It takes up so much oxygen.
Yeah.
And now it's just like every day they're just trying
they're
to
still talking about it.
It's not just talking about it. Not like, yo, this song, I like this.
Yeah.
No, it's like trying to tear down the people's life.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like trying to, wreck this guy's marriage or this guy's relationship with his child. And it's like, I don't know, man. I don't know if it's worth it at this point.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay, well, clearly it was worth it because months later you ended up having to go in and let have on all those people. So I understand, like you're saying that, and look, we as human beings, we always are conflicted with our stuff. So on paper, and while at the time he said, like, yeah, I don't think it's worth it. I don't like having to go in and go scorch earth on people, have to get or be taken to that level of negativity where I have to clap back. But sometimes when it comes to a lot of you bitch ass bullies, when y'all be saying stuff, it's like I always try to take the high road. I always try to be nice about it. But when you constantly poking me, when you constantly try me, then it's just like all gloves is off. Y'all gonna see that side of me that I try to suppress for the longest. The Hulk is about to come out and smash that ass up against many of buildings in my wake. So I totally understand on one hand where he's coming from with that. So when people try to act like they're so high and mighty and they don't have these thoughts or moments or whatever, we all have them. That's the conflict. That's the complicatedness and the conflictingness of being a human, is that we don't want to have to go there. But if you take me there, I'm gonna go there. Cause sometimes when people take me to certain places, I be trying to, and I used to be somebody that would just pop off at the littlest of things. The littlest of things I would pop off. And it took a lot for me to work on myself to not be that person anymore. But every now and again, that other side of me will come out. So I totally understand that, and I think people need to understand that too. But they always try to find a way to they always want that gotta moment because they always want to. They're just mad over the fact that yeah. And then some idiot went and said, "But Drake still won because he sold more records or whatever with these whole recent album." I'm like, first of all, Jay ain't released no music. Jay hasn't released music since what 444 or whatever the case was. Was that the last album he came out with? I can't remember when the last. It's been a minute since Jay-Z released new music. So for you to try to compare what he did maybe almost a decade ago, if that's the amount of time, versus what Drake's doing now, it's just dumb. That's like y'all out here still trying to compare. Oh, well, Drake beat Michael Jackson. He beat a dead man's record. Somebody who actually sold physical copies. More physical copies than, and y'all going based off of digital sales. Like, come on now. So the way people try to move the goalposts to protect their fave, I just be side-eyeing y'all with the ridiculousness because logically it makes no fucking sense. But I'm not arguing with no idiot. So I totally get where Jay-Z was coming from with this. He has a right to feel how he feels. Hopefully we move on. But sometimes people with a hard head and soft ass don't get it. I'm sure Drake probably gonna come out with 3 more damn albums going in on Jay-Z throwing shade at him lyrically. And then I heard people out here, bitches, of course, running around trying to call Jay sassy because he came out. I'm like, shut the fuck up. If half of you bitches don't know what sassy mean, let alone how to spell it. But y'all always be so quick to throw the sassy card on a man whenever he says something or fights back on a certain situation or shows any kind of emotion. And that's probably why y'all have been fucked up relationships and probably got fucked up kids because of the way y'all be thinking. So shout out to you, Jigga. You continue to do what you do. He going to turn it out at the Yankee Stadium 2-night event. And while everybody running around here thinking when Beyonce going to release Act 3, I think her husband is probably cooking up some music that he's going to come out with to go in full coincision. If that's not a word, I just made it up. Coincide with that whole show that he's about to do at Yankee Stadium. So I say all this to say, what do you guys think of this story regarding, do you feel like maybe I mean, do you think it was the perfect time for him to address all this situation and using the Roots picnic to do this? Or do you feel like, yeah, maybe he should have addressed this back then when he did the GQ interview, but maybe he felt that wasn't the time or the place? First of all, that was a whole ass kissing fest when it came to that tight ass interview. But, or do you feel the same way? I was like, I'll be feeling sometimes like, look, at the end of the day, you can't run around here poking bears and then trying to tell them how mad to get when they decide to choose whatever time they choose to clap back at a lot of you people who like to run off at the mouth being bullies and thinking nobody gonna say nothing to your ass. So let me know what you guys think of this story in the comments down below.